and so many questions that he just left up in the air. And then for Lamont, like, what does this do with you now? Like, what does this leave you? Like, I know you been on Instagram. Like, he got the Twitch thing going on. Like, he recently just did a Twitch where he rewatched the fight with people live and gave his commentary on it. But what does this leave you? Do you keep waiting around for Tank, or do you got to
No.
move on? Like, at some point, you got to stop playing this Tom and Jerry game with him and go find another fight.
Nah,
Do
his
you
career has.
hold on? Because
No,
I
my
got something
bad.
for you. But because do you answer the call out from Gary Russell? Because he calling you out every day now. Like, he on your line. So do you go make that happen? Like, what's next for Lamont? There's so many
I want to see
questions
that.
now.
I want to see that.
I definitely want to see it because Gary not playing. I
Who you
want to see.
got, Ty? Who you got, Ty?
Who I got? You know I'm going Gary Russell. You
Hey,
already
look,
know.
I told Tombo that. I think he asked me that a couple days ago, a week ago. Hey, you know we gotta go, Gary. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. At that weight class, that's a no-brainer.
I want to see that fight.
And
I come to DC for that fight. I come to
you'll come
DC
see
for
that
that.
fight.
Yeah.
I want to see it, but Lamont is in my opinion, for his career wise, to answer Tomo's question, that Tank fight had catapulted his career. That he's at a point where, and then on top of that, I feel like he can still go in between two different weight divisions, and he done made a name for himself that people want to see him fight now. He can
That's what I'm
headline.
saying.
He can headline. And so with having that ability now, you definitely got to be a little bit choicey for his next fight. Just for his next fight. Anything after that, you're gonna be good.
I
But
don't even
for
think
his
he got to
next fights, you
choose.
gotta be
Yeah.
choicey. You gotta be a little bit choicey.
I don't even think he got to
I
choose.
agree.
It's knocking on his door. It's knocking on his door. There's
I
two
was-
fights. There's one fight that's banging on his door. You know, like they coming in for a raid, and then there's another one that's throwing rocks at his window. You get what I'm saying? The one that's throwing rocks at his window is Shakur, because they already talked about fighting potential. But the guy
Oh
that's
no,
knocking
no,
on it, what you said? Nah.
no, give it a girl. Definitely
No,
give
I'm
it a
saying
girl.
no. I'm saying there's two fights. You say as far as choosing,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
got two
yeah.
fights already lined up. He got Garry, who's banging on the door like, bro, if you give me a contract, we could fight tonight. Then you got, let me bring Ty back up. Then you got Shakur. Like I said, it's just a rock thrown at the window. It's just like, hey, this could potentially happen. So he got two fights he can actually make some money with. I
Oh
think the
yeah,
one that's
yeah.
I think the one that's gonna be good for him, then Shakur. I would like to see Garry then Shakur, depending upon how Garry go, because you're gonna have to beat Garry to get to Shakur. Because if you lose to Garry the way his brother just
Whew.
did, and the way he was looking, not even just talk about his brother, the way he was looking in his last fight. If Garry gets you, the Shakur fight might be like two more fights down the road now, because it's like you gotta work your way up. I ain't Tank. I ain't just gonna give you the fight because your name out there.
Yeah.
Then if Garry win, what's next for Garry? Like so
That's Shakur.
so what I was gonna say is this kind of complete. We kind of completed the topic where it's like Tank. What does this do? With Tank retiring, what does it do for boxing? It just opened the door for other fighters now, and we just talked about 6 potential fights just now. So Tank, I
But
mean, you better make up your mind quick, because the sport gonna move on without you.
man, it's in a spot now. Boxing at that weight class is in a spot now. Anyone can take it. It's always up for grabs. It's
Yeah,
always up for grabs. Anybody at 135, don't be undisputed for long.
and then Shakur having the outing that he had on his last fight don't help your announcement, because now it's like, well, we heard Shakur talk about it. We seen his potential, but now we've really seen his potential against Zepeda. So now that got more people intrigued to see his next fight. I don't know, man. I don't know.
But that having Lamont and Garry in the city, automatic
Oh
sellout.
man, man,
Automatic
Question
automatic
for y'all
sellout.
sellout.
though. Question for y'all.